How you doing? I'll wait for people to come on. I'm so terrible at live streaming. I always forget what I want to say or do. Live streaming. Don't want to do that. There we go. That's what I want. I see people. Music therapy, lads. How you doing, man? Lefty Mike, how you doing, my friend? How you doing? What a really, really sad day. Hello, I'm seeing people come on. It's good. If you're here, say like, there we go. People coming. There we go. Matt Surfbeat. Hello, mate. Hello, Jack. Stefancini. Been taking part of live stream chat since. You know what? I've been out. I was around my mum's, and yeah, I saw the net, and I was like, oh my god, and I was just driving back, and I was with my girlfriend, with Laura, and I was like, I think I might do a little, live stream or something like that. She said, yeah, you should do. It's good to chat, kind of thing. So it's just so fucking sad, to put it bluntly, like bloody cancer, man, and he had been ill for a long time, hadn't he? I believe he had cancer early 2000s, didn't he? And it went, and then it seems like for the last few years he's been quite poorly. So yeah. Ozzy was just off to bed, so it's still quite early for me. But yeah, I just thought I'd just come on, have a chat with people, and see how everyone's doing, because it's a really, really sad 10 years. There you go. Yeah, I suppose he has been on and off gastric cancer for 10 years and that, it's a really sad day, I would say after Jimi Hendrix, Jimi Hendrix was such a huge innovator. I can never say the word innovator on the guitar and music in general, but of course on the guitar. And then he died in 70, and then when did Van Halen 1 come out? 78, I think. Yes, Surf B. Yeah, this one really had. This kind of feels like when Prince passed away, but I think for the guitar community, because Prince was such a worldwide, no matter if you play guitar or not, if you play piano or just a lover of music, that was, and of course David Bowie as well, but with Eddie, and because the guitar community, we're all just a big bunch of geeks, aren't we? It doesn't matter if you're us or if you're Steve Lukather, we're all geeks. And yeah, of course SRV, yeah, of course. The only reason I didn't mention SRV regarding the Hendrix thing is on a worldwide level. I mean, man, I love Stevie Ray Vaughan, but I suppose he didn't quite get to the housewife, so to speak. You know what I mean? Played on commercial radio, certainly over in the UK. I completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, regarding hitting everyone, yeah. But I'd say in the guitar community, like Eddie Van Halen, really, he's up there with, the gods, Jimmy Page, Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck. He's up there with them, and God, it's going to happen one day. But that'd be a very sad day when one of those three go. But with Eddie being was he 65 years old, and in this day and age, 65 is not that old. That's 2 years younger than my dad. My dad's 67, and my dad's, I haven't made this public, my dad's been diagnosed with cancer over the last few weeks. Fortunately, it's very, very early stages, but you just think, fucking cancer, you know. And I saw Wolf Van Halen's Instagram, and he's like, you know, of course we see him as, you know, this guitar god, this musical genius, you know, that kind of stuff. And days, you know, someone's father, someone's brother, you know, Alex Van Halen, obviously, and that, you know, and then obviously with my dad just getting the, you know, the big C, being diagnosed with that, and like, unfortunately, my dad, you know, is very early stages, you know, and he's having his op in about 4 or 5 weeks, you know. I wasn't planning to talk about that, but you know, I think cancer does, you know, they say, don't they, like cancer will affect all of us at some point, you know. So you know, when my dad got diagnosed, I was with him, you know, the big C word came out, and you're like, oh fucking hell. So, and Wolfgang Van Halen, what is he? Is he even 30 yet? Is he like 28, something like that? And you know, to lose your father at that age is bloody hell, you know. So man, you know, thanks guys, thank you. That's very sweet of you. My dad was just recently diagnosed with kidney cancer. He might make it through the year, but oh mate, fuck. So sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear. That's a horrible. My kidneys. Shit, man. So sorry. My old man, his is prostate cancer. And it's true what the nurse was saying. Like, kind of the most, you know, with women, obviously, breast cancer is such a big thing, and with us guys, it's apologies with any women here, but I imagine it's more mainly men than women watching. You know, it is. No, women have breast cancer, men and prostate. They're the most. That's the big killer, you know. And I think with Eddie, his was it lungs? And I read an article, BBC News. I think it went into his brain. I imagine it's just spread everywhere, you know. I remember seeing some pictures. I'm sure we all saw some pictures. Your dad's 86. I mean, that's an amazing age. That's an amazing. No, you can't argue with that. 86, but it's still, you know, losing your dad is, you know. So, oh man, lots of love to you, music therapy, man. Lots of love, and it's just a shit time as well, how life is at the moment for all of us. You know, especially when lockdown was happening at the beginning of the year, and you know, some of my friends, my mum's friends, some of them lost some loved ones, and one of my mum's friend lost her husband, and they only have like, I think 8 people at the funeral or something like that, you know. So it's yeah, lots of love, music therapy, lots of love, man. It is about Edward Johns. It is, mate. It's a horrible way to, you know. It's just, again, you can't help but just say fucking cancer. You know, it's a bitch. Yeah, man. Yeah. My old man got prostate cancer. Luckily, it is manageable. Radiation and hormone shots did the job at the moment. Good luck to you. Thank you, Stan Islav. I'll call you Stan. Yeah, he's getting it removed. There was the radiation, or I think it's called Braxley, but it couldn't do it where it was near the bladder or something, you know. I mean, the main thing my dad's concerned about is that if his little fella down there will be you know, strong will, you know. That's the only thing. I think it's like a 50% chance. Yeah, Ozzy, you've met my dad. Oh, thank you, mate. Wish Mr. all the best from me. I'm off to bed now. Thank you, mate. In fact, it was like, I lost his leg. Well, you know what, Ozzy? It's funny you say that. That's how. I want to talk more about Eddie in a minute, but you know, as I think we can all relate to cancer, because obviously that's how Eddie died. My dad got bitten. I think he went to India or Goa. Well, it is India, and he got bitten by a mosquito or something a few years ago on his leg, and it really swelled up really, really bad. And then on his actual, you can't see, on his leg, it got onto his shin, like this, you know, red bulge was just going up, and he nearly lost his leg. And they said if it goes over this line, we're gonna have to amputate, because you know, getting into your blood, obviously the poison and stuff. So that was about probably 4 years ago now. And then recently it happened again. Hey, Michael Parmasino. Hello, mate. It's so sad, man. It's so sad. Yeah, I hope you're well, my friend. Lots of love. Yeah, my dad, he got bitten again in the summer and he went for a blood test, and something popped up in his blood, and they said, oh, can you just come back for an MRI scan? And that's how they found out the cancer thing. So if he didn't go through that, for the blood test for mosquito bite, they wouldn't have found the cancer. You know, cancer is just a shit. It's an absolute shit, you know. But I'll tell you what, let's talk positivity. So how did you all come across Eddie Van Halen? That'd be cool to know, you know. I think a lot of us hear an Eruption, you know, and, you know, I started playing guitar in the 90s, and, you know, before YouTube, and before, you know, people geeking out or be able to say, oh, he used, you know, this MXR Phase Niley and this, you know, Echoplex. I didn't know any of that. I remember just hearing, I was like, what is that? And of course the tapping and that phase sound, I was like, that's not a normal, no, Gallagher wasn't doing that guitar sound. You know what I mean? It was just, and this would have been, you know, 1997. So God knows what it would have been like in 1978, 79 when it came out. You know, that must have been, yeah, Eruption, you know. It was just nuts. And I remember I did when I shot a video of Pete Thorne, because over here Van Halen weren't super huge. Obviously Jump and why can this be love? Tell me why can this be, with Sammy Hagar, like the hit songs, you know. And I remember doing, when I shot a video of Pete Thorne at GitCon, scarily 2 years ago now, and we were talking about, you know, the art of songwriting and riffs, and he was playing these cool Van Halen riffs, and I think there's a song, I think it's on Van Halen 1, Beautiful Girls. Down, 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 down. It's so cool. It's almost ZZ Top inspired, you know. And everyone says it, but, you know, obviously his lead playing, you know. But you know, that groove, the funkiness of it, you know, with his rhythm playing, and then when he morphed into his lead, I remember as well hearing some very early band before they had the first album out, and he did his guitar solo spot, and it was before tapping, and it's like, oh, you can almost hear where Paul Gilbert got everything. It was very Paul Gilbert, you know. So, oh, it's just so bloody sad. Let me see what some of you lovely guys are saying. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what Matt Spurs is talking about there. I literally don't know what you're talking about. I heard Queen and fell down. Let's show this one. There you go. Queen and fell down a rock rabbit hole. That's how I found Van Halen. It blew my mind that someone could make those sounds come out of a guitar. Inspired me. Yeah, man. You know, it's funny. I had someone. Obviously, I've been just teaching on Skype lately, and someone said, oh, can we do some Van Halen? Been hearing that load of his riffs. And I'm like, yeah, man, I sorted out some stuff, and I was saying about the Beautiful Girls and I'm the One and things like that. This was meeting Friday, so I was like, oh, I'll get some down for you, and we'll learn some next week. So yeah, even more reason to, you know, not only listen to the music, but, you know, work out some of the great man stuff, you know. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, it's, oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's again, I'm so fortunate that it's early stages, but you know, it's so easy to forget about when you know any kind of good musical hero, that you think, shit, he's, you know, he's a dad. You know, poor Wolf Van Halen, he's you know, he's lost his dad, and it just kind of, I thought, God, you know, I'm older, and it doesn't matter what age you are, but, you know, I'm not ready. My dad is the biggest plonker ever, but he's my plonker, and it just made me think of that. You know, I thought, shit. But thank you very much, Andy. It's very, very sweet of you, mate. Thank you. What's this one here? There's a few YouTube tracks of the raw Eddie Van Halen guitar sounds and absolutely brutal about the band, like punk. Yeah, I've heard some, and you know what? I'm gonna be listening to some later for sure, for sure. I'm just gonna. I think it's that thing in it. You know, I haven't listened to much in a long time, but it's that you don't know the classic thing, isn't it? You don't know what you got until you've lost it, kind of thing. And fair enough, he's been battling this horrible cancer for many years. I think someone said 10 years earlier in the chat. So, but yeah, now he's gone. It's, you know, this is going to be a very sad thing for a while. You know, I imagine there's going to be lots of tribute. This is kind of what's the cool about YouTube and Instagram. You know, you're going to see some really cool tributes. I mean, funny enough, I saw Rick Beato's video yesterday, just happened to pop up, and I thought, oh, I'll watch this. And the infamous Wicked Phil X was in it, and Eric Johnson. And Phil X obviously is a massive, huge Eddie fan, and he did a great version, you know, of his take on the Stairway to Heaven. If you haven't, I'm sure you've seen it, but if you haven't, head over to Rick's channel. He's done a really cool video of you know, what would these guitar players play on Stairway to Heaven, because obviously Jimmy Page infamously did 3 takes, and obviously the one we know is what we know. But if I remember rightly, Rick did Peter Frampton, and Phil X did a Eddie take, and then he had Eric Johnson do his take, you know. But Phil did a wicked version of you know, his Eddieism. So yeah, you know, and I was literally, something popped up on Facebook. I think it's on Forgotten Guitar. Has anyone watched that? Forgotten Guitar? And it was just Eddie backstage playing a Strat, you know. And I remember, you know what, it's so weird. I remember watching it yesterday, and I thought to myself, I don't know anything happened to Eddie Van Halen. I remember he was ill. I remember thinking literally yesterday, don't know anything happened to him. I just realised this. And here we are. What's it say here? The best years of the rock, when we used to buy albums and listen to them for hours and hours, reading the lyrics, playing in the air. Now we look at lists and we feel that, yeah, mate, I know, man. I mean, I think I was the last generation, you know, I'm 36, and I think I was the last generation where, you know, we would go to a record shop and buy, well, I was CDs and tapes, and it was exciting to find out what the #1 in the charts were. I don't know where it is where you guys. I imagine there's a lot watching in America here at the moment, but over here, we know we got the one chart at the time. And it's like, who's #1 this week? You know, who's got a #1 single? Who's got a #1 album? I couldn't say who's not. I don't even know who's about now. You know, it's. I miss those days. I really miss those days. Don't get me wrong, you know, technology now is fantastic. Well, we really miss those days at the moment with how the shitstorm we're in at the moment. But there were simpler times, man. Always love little guitars, yeah. No, I remember there's a really cool, if I was going to say, if you're a geek like me, I think you are. I think the website's called vintagekramer.com, and just type in Vintage Kramer and it'll come up, and it's got all Eddie's guitars back in the day. It's got, you know, in-depth look at the 5150 guitar. Actually, I think I've used it as a thumbnail. Yeah, it's got 5150. That is the guitar for me. Obviously, Frankenstein is, you know, the guitar. That's the infamous one when it's black and white. Then he sprayed it again red and stuff like that. But I always loved the 5150 guitar. That's when I kind of would come across Van Halen, and the wear on the neck, because he had those unfinished necks. He kind of, again, you know, that he popularized all that. No, the Super Strat. You know, I went, oh, just about to show you. I've got a video going live tomorrow on my Strat build. I don't want to. I'll let you see that video tomorrow, but it's there. But you know, the humbucker and the bridge, obviously he didn't have a neck or middle. Actually, no, when it was first done, did he have a, no, he didn't. It was just a bridge. Yeah, he's always just had a bridge, and they were dummy single cores, weren't they? You know, he just did that, the Super Strat, you know, and then the Floyd Rose. I think he was pretty involved with Floyd Rose in helping him design that. Man, and I think if I remember rightly, he had a few patent ideas. I know he had that weird flip thing where the guitar and like a little perplexed plastic holder thing. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? He's a really clever guy, Van Halen was. Sorry, I can't see where I was. I lost all where I was on the chat then. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Out of action. Yeah, I think like us all, Andy. Out of action. My dad told me he was the best. You know what? I've got a good book. If you can find a really cool book, I think it's literally called Shredders. And you got stuff, obviously, people from Guffy Govan, Greg Howell, Steve I, they're all there and they're talking about the evolution of shred guitar. It's really, really cool. I picked up a year. I just got it back, actually. I lent it to a mate of mine for about a year and he gave it back to me. That's a really good book. Went out and picked up a book around it. So, yeah. What's this one here? Had to quit working for the rest of the day. Just had to deal with this. It's like when Barry died for me. I just shut down. I was playing. Oh, mate. Yeah. It's that's why I thought I'd just come on here. You know, I'm a bit. What's the time? It's 11:42 in the evening here. But yeah, it's just one of those when an artist like this passes away, it plays in your mind. And like I say, because this is a guitar artist, I thought I just got to come and chat. You know, so thank you for joining me, guys. Yeah, that must have been pretty amazing, you know, to be a dad and be in a band with your son. That must have been really, really cool. I was just talking about Rick. Did you see Rick? No, I didn't. No. Oh, bless him. Was he? No, I've been out. If you just joined, I've been out, and so I haven't seen anything on YouTube. I just wanted to come on, have a little chat, and I was around my mum's and having dinner with the lady and my brother, and I just happened to look on BBC News app or something, and said Eddie died. You know, so oh, bless Rick. Yeah, like what? As I was literally just saying, I saw the video yesterday Rick did, obviously talking about Eddie Van Halen. So I think he was quite a big fan. So it's so bloody sad. So sad. Okay, I think I've got something. I've got this Matt Spurs. Who's this dick? Let me just block this guy. There we go. Right. When I heard Michael Jackson beat a guitar solo, it blew my mind. Hearing it now, I'm gonna be it. You know what? Controversial I'm about to say. I've never liked that solo. I'm sorry, Eddie. I'm sorry. I love so much of Eddie's playing. Never. The best bit of that solo was the beginning and the end. The rest was almost like he was given a click track and just kind of soloed over that. And then they just kind of slotted it in with the song. Never been a fan of it. But you know what? I'm going to go and learn that solo. I know there's a massive stretch, like 12th fret to the 19th fret or something. I'm going to go and learn it to see if I can love it. Oh, BV Ninja. He's in the house. The lovely BV. Hello, mate. Yeah. It's a very sad day, my friend. Very, very sad day. Thank you for joining, BV. I just wanted to, I don't know how long you've been on, but I just wanted to come on and chat. I just got in and I thought, let's have a little chat with the lovely people on the tube. I think there's out to hear about it. Yeah. Yeah, I think we did know it was coming. Well, I remember seeing a picture a few years, probably last year, and he was very puffy in the face, wasn't he? And very yellow. And when that happens, usually means it's got into the blood, and so sad. What's this one side? The guitar is coming back. There's a couple of generations with very little experience of a live rock gig, but with the lockdown, I reckon people will go crazy. Oh man, yeah. If anything, hopefully it will show how important music is. I don't know what it's like in where you guys are based. There was a big protest today at Parliament. A lot of musicians, a lot of it classical musicians, because we're not getting the support musician. Obviously we had the furlough, like grant money and stuff, but that's now gone. And so, I mean, fortunately, like for myself, I mean, some of my friends, a good friend of mine, he's obviously self-employed. I've got a lot of good friends who are self-employed musicians, but my mate Steve comes to mind, and kind of in lockdown, he had to get a job as a painter decorator. Fortunately, I've been able to still teach and my online work. I've been able to do that, but my live work, I do like 50, 60 gigs a year, and so yeah, I think when this shit storm is over, when it's over, yeah, people will be craving for live gigs again. The last guitar I played in the music store was an EVH Wolfgang special. It was killer. When I went to NAMM, I got video in it. Check out my NAMM video I did, obviously back in January, and they had that kind of they'd done the EVH, the kind of cheaper Frankenstein. I say cheaper, it's still about £1,500 or dollars. But I really like that. I really like that. Great neck. Again, as I was mentioning, he took all the finish off the neck. That's why, like, you see that 5150 guitar he had, and it was just, the maple was just trashed because there's no finish. If you play an unfinished maple neck like Ernie Ball Music Man's are, and obviously the EVH and PVs and stuff, it doesn't take long for them to go that brownie color, and but yeah, that was a really nice guitar. Really nice guitar. So every time I go down, I lose where I was. There we go. I want to go. Yes, we are. It's very sad. It's so sad. Yeah, I'm gonna have a big Eddie and Van Halen next couple of days. I think I'm going for a band rehearsal tomorrow. Actually, I say band rehearsal, a little jam with some friends tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to. And I think some Van Halen riffs are going to have to be busted out, and I want to learn some new ones as well. 65. Right. Yeah, man. I have the day off. What's this one here? Started playing in the early 80s, grew up listening and going to see them. Their live shows were overset. Yeah, mate. Man, I would have loved. I've always said, right, if I could be around in two eras, it would be London in the 60s, kind of, say like if I could be 25 in any era, be London in the 60s or be LA in the 80s. And to be in a rock and roll band in 1982 or 1978 or something, let's say 82, must have been so much fun. You know what I mean? The music, the women, the everything, everything was just times 100. I would have loved it. They must have had the best fucking time. You know what I mean? Oh dear. I have a block. What's this one? I have a block letter 5150 head still runs great despite years of abuse. Yeah, well, again, you know, Eddie took a Marshall Plexi and he gunned it, but he had that Variax. And I've now got something similar. I've got a 2 notes Captor X, excuse me, and that is a game changer where you can take, you know, if you've got an amp which, you know, something like a Marshall or a 5150 or something, and I've got my old Cornford amp that's very Plexi-ville. The amps like that want to be and need to be loud. They need to have, well, at least have the valves pushing to get what the amp wants to do, you know. So something with a Variax, or if you've got an IR box like this 2 notes or the Ox, which is so much money, but you can get the amp pushing, and that's what Eddie did, you know. So you turn it all up, and we got a good, well, the Brown sound was born, you know. Brown sound, and was it No Brown M&Ms? What are the M&Ms they infamously put in their contract just to make sure that the promoters are reading the contract properly? I think it was Brown M&Ms. Was in Johnny Bean since was this one? Had to jump in the chat with you. Was in Johnny Bean since I heard, and in and out. Oh, Film McKnight. I imagine, you know, again, apology, I haven't been on YouTube or anything, so, but I imagine I'm not the only one doing a live stream right now. You know what I mean? As someone mentioned earlier, lovely Rick was in tears on a live stream. So, yeah, I'm sure there's a few live streams going about. Got to get better now. Yeah. I love that thumbnail. It's too young, man. 60 in this day and age. 65, like I was saying, my dad's 67, you know, and 65. What the hell is going on with that? You know, I mean, I got a feeling he would have packed a lot in those 65 years. I'm pretty sure he had a good life, you know. He had a bit of a bumpy one in the late 90s, early 2000s, and that's when he was, you know, the juice, having a little bit too much juice there, wasn't he? Dancing Night Away, yeah, that's a great tune, great solo in it. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about earlier. It was kind of ironic that classical musicians were protesting orchestras suck up huge state. Very true. Oh, mate, know what, mate? That's exactly, I think, how a lot of us was. I said, apologies if you've been in for a while or you've just come in. I was out at my mother's. I had a lovely dinner, and we're just sitting on the sofa having a chat, and I just happened to pick up my phone, and I think I'm just on Facebook or something, and I saw people share Eddie Van Halen dead at 65. You know, what? And at first you think it's a, you know, a lot of times you get these hoaxes, don't you? But I saw it was, I just kind of stared for a minute, and then saw it was from TMZ, and I thought, oh shit, if it's TMZ, then that could be it. And you know, go on Google and type in it. It must have literally been announced. And then so, sorry, I'm swearing. Hey, this is after Watershed for me. It's 5 to midnight, so you know. But it's like, man, yeah, man. A lot of people talking about the Frankie tribute. It's a really cool guitar. From what I played, and this is me playing it. Well, if you've seen the video, if not, check it out on in my channel. So this is me playing quietly in the well, yeah, the EVH, Charvel and Jackson at NAMM, you know, in the same room. But it felt nice. I liked it, you know. I can't buy anything at the moment after I've just spent 6 months on the Broadcaster build, you know, and check out tomorrow's video. I'm so excited to share it with you. It's the best audio I've ever got, I think, in a video. It's amazing. But anyway, don't worry, we'll talk about that tomorrow. We're going to talk about Eddie now, Mike. Yeah, I'm going to have a shot of Jack and EVH's name. Toast to Eddie. Yeah, well, I've only got water, but I've got it in an Ernie Ball glass, and he used to be with Ernie Ball, so a drink to Eddie. God bless him. I fancy a beer now as well, actually. I'm tempted to go and get one. It's so flipping sad. Yeah. Well, you know, bit of H2O. I imagine that's what Eddie was on. Bless him, you know, the last 5 or 6 years of his life. Probably more than that. I don't know when he gave up. I think a lot of people are Adam. A lot of people are just finding out. It's so sad. Probably was just like that. Just do a solo. Yeah, hold this. Right, done. You know. Seeing all these guitarists do Van Halen tributes is annoying me because I can't play anything like that. You know, but don't. You know what I mean? Like Eddie didn't try and, but no, Eddie's hero was Eric Clapton. That was Eddie Van Halen's hero. You know, I think he got the idea of tapping through Jimmy Page. I think he said he saw the Heartbreaker solo, didn't he? But his hero was Eric Clapton's. And my point is, he didn't sound like Eric Clapton, though. So, you know, just, yeah, take that influence and just let it be you, you know. But there's a lot to learn from him, you know, from, you know, his incredible lead work to his incredible rhythm and his songwriting. You know, he could write a damn good song, you know. Panama is one of the best, you know, popular music rock riffs, intros to a song. It's up there in the top 10, surely. You know, it's such a. It was in you've seen the film Superbad when near the end they're in the cop car and they got that the riff going, and it's such a wicked riff. You know, that 1984. I love the 1984 album and the first album. The first 4, really, they're all great, aren't they? 5, is it? I can't remember, up to 84 when David Lee Roth left. Thank you all for joining me, by the way. I wasn't sure how many people would join, so no, thanks for joining me and you know, sharing the love on the great man. Yeah, playing jump my first synth back in the 80s, used to play on piano. Yeah, it's crazy. Boom, Scott. Absolutely. Total beast. Total beast. Wicked written. I mean, ain't talking about love. So simple. What is it? F, A minor, F, C, G. 4 chords. 4 chords and the truth. Oh, I've lost where I was again. It's great to see people chatting with other people on here as well. That warms my little heart. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, bless Steve. I love Steve. He's a good man. He's a huge Eddie Van Halen fan. I missed. I would have after catch up again. If you've just joined me, I've been out, so I haven't. I kind of found out and got home and said to my girlfriend, I was like, I think I need to just go and chat to people on live stream. So I've got obviously other people been doing that, and yeah, I know Steve's a lovely guy as well. So oh shit, yeah, I'll drop him a message, I think, because yeah, I know he's a big fan, you know, and well, I know, like, you know, if you think Steve and Pete Thorne, he's a big fan of Eddie, and Phil X is a huge fan. My old guitar teacher, Jamie Humphreys. I don't know if you guys are aware of Jamie Humphreys. He taught me when I was at college, and he's a huge Eddie Van Halen fan. And actually, when I saw that, I thought, oh God, that's going to hit Jamie hard. You know, he sounds like Eddie Van Halen when he plays. You know, he's a massive Eddie fan. Yeah, he packed up a lot. He packed a lot in. That's a very, very good. Yeah, I think as rock guitarists, there's a bit of EVH in all of us, whether we know it or not. Amen, Tony. I think you're very, very right there, my friend. I think you've hit the nail on the head of that one. What's this here? I've just been talking to my friend Andrew Bennett, good friend of Ed's, not long ago. He published Eruption in the Canyon. Good friend of Ed. Oh, is that the book? Talking about the studio they're in on that first album. I did see that, and that looks a really good book. I wouldn't mind getting that. I want to make a note of that right now on my phone so I don't forget that. Oh, my phone's blowing up. Shit. Let me make a note of that. Sorry, guys. Because I would really like to check that out. So thank you, BV, for that, mate. What's it called? Eruption in the Canyon. By Andrew. Oops. I can't type. Andrew Bennett. Thanks, BV. I'll check that out. I remember seeing that, and that looked really cool. Unfortunately, Adam, he died of the disgusting cancer. He's been battling for a long time. Oh, there you go. Yeah, throat cancer. But by the sound of things, it had spread. I imagine many places, you know. That damn intro is a tricky intro. And Mean Streets, is it Mean Streets? They kind of slap. That's a tricky one. It's a stretch. That solo, it's a stretch. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'm not bothered about copyright or anything at the moment, you know. But saying that, how do I do it? Let's go on. As I was talking about. Oh no! What? I'll leave it. I won't. I can't find it. I was going to play a song and share it, but yeah, I don't. In case the string, I know my mate Mike Parmasano, he has nightmares of live streams, so yeah, I won't. His songwriting exactly, he was an arranger. Yeah. Where is it? Boom. You know, you think all our favourite guitar players, you know, songwriters, arrangers, composers, you know, the innovator, you know. Like I was saying earlier, the pattern applied for stuff he had, you know. He invented a lot of stuff, and no, he was heavily involved in the Floyd Rose, heavily involved. And I see Nuno. When I hear Nuno's Get the Funk Outside, I can't hear similar straight. Yeah, I mean, Nuno was a huge Eddie fan. Well, is. I don't think, you know, you think of the 80s guys what came out after Eddie Van Halen, you know, Richard Kotzen, you know, Betancourt, God, even Slash was influenced by him on the rhythm playing. You know, all those guys. It was just clones of him. You know, with the hair and everything. You know. Why is that naming a bell? Michael Lemo. Who's that? That rings a bell. Michael Lemo. How do I know that name? Is that the guy on Norm's Rare Guitars? Michael Lemo. No, thank you, Michael. Thank you. This is great. And I say, when I was driving home and I was talking to Laura about it, my girlfriend, and she was like, "Yeah, she obviously knows who he was." But and I said, "I know what, I might go on a live stream." She's like, "Yeah, I think you should. It's good to talk." So this is as much as great for me as it is for you. Then that's really lovely to hear. I'm so glad I've done this. It's good to talk, man. Yes, please, BB. I'll send a PM photo of my copy that Andrew sent me. It was amazing. That'd be great to see. Yeah, please, man. Yeah, Facebook it over. Thanks, mate. You're a good cat. Yeah. Yeah. I was literally on Spotify and I thought, no, Michael. Good again with Parmesano. I've seen the nightmares he has. So he was on here earlier. I don't know if he's still here, but he was on earlier. So I love that guy. He's a good cat. Oh, that's right. I was thinking of the guy as well who did Maniac. His name's Michael something, and that's why when I saw that I thought, is that the Maniac guy? Oh wow, is he? Get this one. Oh, has he done one? Has he already? That was quick. I suppose in America, what's the time there? 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. It's 4 in the afternoon now, isn't it? Oh wow, I'll have to check that out. Let me see. I'm not going to play it, but I just want to see if that is the case. Oh man, I just gone on YouTube and it's all I'm seeing is Van Halen. Shit. Michael Parmesano, my good friend Steve. Oh man. Where is? Let me go Norms. I'm not subscribed to them, unfortunately, but I just want to see. Yeah, he has. Oh, okay, I'll check that out. Yeah, it's a bit late for me to be firing up the amps. Otherwise, I'd want to play something myself. But no, it's incredibly sad, and I think we're all just a little bit lost. I think we all just feel a little bit lost, and it's like, how will this be the same now? You know what I mean? Playing guitar, how will it be the same? Now that Eddie, he's gone. Yeah, he hasn't been in the public eye for a while, but the things he has done and what he brought to music is just, you can't really thank him enough. He was a true genius, and there'll never be anything like him again, because it hadn't been done before, and a lot of it now has all been done. It's just fucking sad, so sad. Go and listen to one of his. If you want to hear some great guitar playing, listen to the guitar solos from the late 70s, early 80s of Eddie, just ripping. And then listen to the song, like I say, I'm the One. It's a great song. Beautiful Girls, Panama, as I was mentioning earlier. And with Van Halen, sorry, let's put this down. With Van Halen, they're a three-piece band, and obviously the drums. So obviously being hot for teaching, they drove his Corvette or something into the studio. So it starts with that engine, then the drums come in, but Eddie was just, everything was shaped around that guitar. Never be anything like him again. It's so sad. This is one here. The guy's called Edward. I got to sleep. That's a bit of age. Thanks for the stream, Mike. It's kind of hard to connect them like that now. So I feel like this means so much more. Oh, bless you, man. Yeah, thanks. And no, God bless Edward. Very fitting name. It's just, oh man, it's like, why? And again, of all the times for it to happen, when no, for anyone to pass away, but when you pass away when in the middle of a flipping pandemic, you know, I really feel for the family. It's a hard enough time as it is, never mind doing it now. And you know, I imagine that Eddie's been in hospital for quite some time. So oh man. Yep. Yep. Well, guys, thank you so much for this has been nice, actually. This has been really nice to chat to you all, and thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me and sharing your thoughts and stuff. And oh, wait a minute, was this? Yes, Jamie Humphries has posted on Facebook for a while tonight. He's been doing that kind of with Warren. Oh, Warren. Produced like a pro. So I'm terrible at remembering YouTube names. Yeah, Jamie. I was like, yeah, Jamie taught me when I was 16. Jamie taught me. He's how I found out about Music Man guitars, which is quite fitting when I now endorsed by Ernie Ball, you know. But yeah, Jamie. I imagine he's like us all, you know. But I know Jamie was a huge Eddie fan, and so yes, Jamie wears his Parmesan. Jamie wears his heart on his sleeve, bless him, you know. So yeah, I imagine he's hurting quite a bit. Do it. Do it. There's no soon. Do it now. You know, learn the riff to Beautiful Girls and learn the riff to I'm the One, and you know, it'll be a month and you'll be still going this mother trying to get it. You know, because the swing. It's the swing of it. You know, it's like if you try and learn a ZZ Top song, it's that swing. What's that? Cheap Sunglasses. I was looking at that today. I've got to play it tomorrow, and it's all right playing the notes. It's the swing, you know. And Eddie's the perfect example of that. It's not, you know, like people do the tapping thing, but they kind of don't do it with the same groove and the rhythm and the all that stuff, you know. Man, you know. Thank you for everyone joining. It's meant a lot. Again, like I was just saying, it means a lot everyone was joining, and we was all able to you know, share it. And like I say, it sounds like everyone, lots of our beautiful guitar community YouTubers were on and are sharing a kind of love and appreciation for the great man, you know. And that's what's cool about this. You know, you can just kind of chat and vent, you know. The Parmesano. Are you good, mate? Thank you, man. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, like I say, I wasn't really planning on making that public, but I thought it was yeah, fitting to do, because like I mentioned earlier, I saw Wolfie's Instagram. I was like, shit, man. You know, I don't know how old Wolf Van Halen is. He must be 30. Is he 30? Might be a little bit younger than me, I think. I think I'm a little bit older than him. But you know, it's like, oh, to lose your dad, you know, it's fucking shit. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna, once I finish this, I'm gonna have a little cheeky midnight beer and just listen to that album. You know, it's a great album. And you know, I remember I had a few gigs up and down the country. It must have been last year, I think it was, and I got designated to drive the van at one point. and and they had the sound guy was in the front with me, and you know, so he's hooked up all his phone so we could go on his Spotify. And I haven't got that in my car, but and I was like, I'll put some classic rock on, and oh, Wolf Van Halen is 29. Man, to lose your dad at 29 years old is shit. But yeah, I put on some classic rock, and what was the first Ozzy album with Randy? Blizzard of Oz. That came on, and it's like I haven't actually listened to it all the way in ages. You know, I'd listened to it and I thought, oh, you know, it sounds like a demo when you listen to that album. Apologies if anyone disagrees with me there, but it sounds like a demo. And then straight after we played Van Halen 1, and that I think was recorded a year or two before. I think Blizzard of Oz came out in 79, 80, I think. And I'm pretty sure Van Halen 1 came out in 78. So yeah, year before. And it still sounded great now. It still sounded current. It didn't date, it didn't sound like a demo like the Blizzard of Oz one was, you know. And I remember just hearing Eddie's tone on that. I was just like, man, you know, like, I love Randy Rhoads. No, it's not his fault that the demo sounds like that, because he had a tone. He really did. But on that Blizzard of Oz album, it sounded like a demo. Then you hear Eddie's and it's like, bloody hell. Incredible. It really is. This has been very therapeutic. It's been lovely to chat and to see everyone chatting, and it's great. It's really, really cool. Really, really cool. So wow, he'll be 30 in March. So God, he's born in 91. God, he's a baba. Yeah, boy. Okay, so early 78 that first album came out. Wow. That's insane. 1978, I can't do the math. 78, 88, 98, 08, 18, 42 years ago. Wow. And he was 21? No, he can't have been. He was born in 55. So they probably recorded it in 77. So yeah, he would have been 21, 22 when he recorded Van Halen 1. 22 years old. Man, that's a kid. I can say that now. You know what I mean? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Recorded in 77. He was 22 years old when he did that. Like, just think about that. Think what I imagine everyone over here is over the age of 22. I remember how I was at 22, you know, and oh, man, that's nuts. That is nuts to be 22 and playing like that. 1,000,000%. Yeah. You know, again, like I was just saying, you know, that first album is not dated whatsoever. And still now you hear it eruption, and it's futuristic. Listen to it. You know, and that was just, I was off the cuff. You know, obviously worked out bits and bobs. You know, again, it's on YouTube somewhere. I'll have to find it. It's I'm sure some of you heard it. Like his guitar solo spot he did in the gig before the first album, and it's before he kind of got into tapping, and he sounds insane. I'm not really a tapper, and I was like, oh, I love that, you know, hearing that without the tapping. It's like, oh, that's where Paul Gilbert got his ideas from, you know. Yeah. Yes, Kieran. You know, 22 and boom. You know, you invented modern rock guitar at 22 years old. Oh my God. I know he's gone at 65. 42 years after doing that, he's now gone. Yeah, I don't know if they're necessarily in a band when they were kids, weren't it? Yeah, Eddie was drums and then Alex was guitar, and then they switched because they were both better than each other's thing now, isn't it? You know. Anyway, guys, look at that. I've been on for bang on an hour. Thank you so much for a minute, one thing. I want to see that. Eddie spent the body was $50, and I think the neck was 90. And the humbucker was a 335 from a Gibson 335, that humbucker. Yeah. And then Fender do a reproduction of it and charge $10,000. What the hell? But man, I tell you, the whole parts caster thing, for me doing this thing with mine, and it's the way to go. It really is. But yeah, man, it's very good point, Kieran. Yeah, very good point. Very good point. Anywho, lots of love to you all, and you know, all we can do is you know, celebrate the great man's music, the life he had. You know, he wasn't an angel. Let's not beat around. That's the thing, when someone passes away, it's easy to you know, oh, this, that, you know. Of course, he's a human being. You know, he had his flaws, and I'm sure he's a naughty boy. But the things, the amazing accomplishments that man achieved, and what he brought to so many people's lives, and the happiness, and the incredible, you know, bringing virtuoso, the virtuoso to like the public domain. You know, obviously you had Al Di Meola before him and things like that, you know, but that kind of in a pop world, to do that in 78, when you think in 78 it was disco, it was Bee Gees and Chic, and you know, probably the punk and all that kind of stuff, you know, which is all cool music. But you know, that great rock and roll, no, the kind of rock and roll was dinosaur rock then, you know. So nah, God bless him, rest in peace, Eddie, and thanks for everything. Anyway, guys, lots of love to you all, and yeah, go and if you can, go and like text your dad and say you love him or something, you know, or just, you know, give him a little. If you're not that kind of way, just, you all right? Yeah, terrible. Anyway, lots of love. I'll see you soon. God bless you all, and yeah, go and play your guitar really hard. See you soon. Bye.